Welcome to this Windows channel, and this is the Tech News Update. We are Thursday, January the 25th, 2018. And today in our Tech News Update, we have Samsung that has finally joined the Platinum Club of the Linux Foundation. And why would they do that? Well, simply for one reason, as it is moving to do different platforms like Internet of Things devices and use 5G speeds. A lot of all of that has to do with open source software like Linux. And basically, the company wants to work, of course, in increasing the 5G speeds of their phones. Also, development of Internet of Things devices that might be using some of the code. And basically, it's just a great way to have more access to the latest technologies. Google Chrome 64 has been released yesterday, and it has a few new features, and of course it also fixes one problem that it had not addressed yet. It kind of helps you stay secure against the Meltdown and Spectre security flaws, and I will have a review coming up a little later of the Google Chrome 64 talking about what's new and all of its little features that it has introduced in this latest version. Google I/O, the big Google conference where there's these keynotes, where there's a lot of announcements of devices. Well, Google I/O has been announced for May 8th to 10th of 2018, and basically it will, of course, happen in Mountain View. This is where you will learn more on the Google Universe devices, operating system, hint at what looks like Android 9, which seems that right now it's called Pineapple, and who knows, maybe introduction of the Fuchsia OS. Finally, after being there for a while, if you go to the Microsoft Store, the Office 365 apps, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and so on, are out of preview and are finally mainstream apps available in the Microsoft Store for everyone. Of course, you have to have a valid activation, so that, valid subscription to activate Office apps, but they're not available. They're now available to everyone. A new Windows Insider preview was released yesterday. 17.083 was released with some new features. One of them that will surely help in the privacy settings and maybe help some people kind of understand what is being sent to Microsoft is that you will be able to view the data that's being sent of the privacy of the feedback and diagnostics, and also maybe even delete it. So basically that is coming apparently in the next version of Windows. Well, there's this guy is Curtis Jackson, also known as rapper 50 Cent. Now in 2014, he made an album that he accepted Bitcoin payments in the purchase of the album. So in 2014, he actually got $460,000 in Bitcoin sales for the album, which is roughly 700 Bitcoins. Now, he had kind of forgotten that he had Bitcoins until he rediscovered them this week and noticed that that $460,000 in Bitcoin sales of 2014 is now worth $7.7 million. So I guess that's kind of interesting, and it's now a really good investment. Google is known for, of course, its strong security team. Its Project Zero research really helps find tons of security flaws everywhere. Well, Alphabet, which is the parent company, is now launching a cybersecurity company that will be called Chronicle. And this is an effort to help enterprise stay safe. And that's going to be interesting to see how it goes. With the electronic books now available, what do you think is happening with physical book sales? So, after declining from the year about 2010 to 2015, the physical books finally started gaining momentum again. Since 2016, an average of 3% increase in sales of physical books 1.9%, so smaller in 2017, but still, you know, it's kind of interesting because it seems that people seem to kind of prefer physical books over electronic ones. The electronic book sales have been gaining momentum for the first few years, but they're kind of stagnating and even getting a little lower lately. So I guess maybe people do like to have physical paper books. On January 22nd of this year, we have numbers from AdDuplex on the Fall Careers Update. And it is now running on 74.3% of Windows 10 PCs. That's up 20%, 20.7% from the last numbers we had in December. So this is interesting now. It means that 3 out of 4 Windows 10 PC is on Fall Careers Update. So that's good news for Windows operating system in actually, you know, having full availability, as Microsoft says. Stripe is a company that is popular for small operations of organizations that want to do credit card payments. And they also accept, of course, Bitcoin payments. They actually put a report out concerning the Bitcoin and saying that the payments in Bitcoin have been declining in the past year. And they say that one of the major problems in that transactions are going are not as good as they were before is the very high transaction fees that can reach up to $34 per transaction. So it seems that according to them, maybe the Bitcoin is more of something you should hold on and keep than spend. And finally, it is official. 2016 has been named the worst year ever for data breach, thanks to some really bad cyber attacks against companies. We can think of Equifax, for example. And of course, thanks to ransomware attacks also that can steal a lot of data. So 2017, worst year ever for data breach. So this was a Tech News Update for Thursday, January the 25th, 2018. Enjoy our videos. Please subscribe. Give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.